The first chapter in statistics is economics and introduction. First of all, we will see what is the meaning of economics. We can say economics is a study of all economic activities in an economy. Here, economic activities are performed by the individuals, firms, and government to earn money. So, we will study in economics what are the various economic activities performed by the individuals, by the firms, and by the government. How they spend the money, how they earn the money, and how they spend the money. All these things we will study in economics. Now, when we come to government, the income of the government is called public revenue, and when government spends that money for the welfare of the people, that is called public expenditure. Now, government collects the money by two sources. One is called tax revenue, other is called non-tax revenue. Tax revenue means money collected by way of taxes. Government imposes different taxes on the people and it collects money from the people. Then non-tax revenue, apart from tax, there are other sources from which government collects the money from the people, and that is what is called non-tax revenue. Then public expenditure, when government spends this money for the welfare of the people by constructing roads, dams, schools, hospitals, there government spends the money, and that is called public welfare. That is called public expenditure. We come to the different definitions of economics. Here we can see different economists have defined economics in different ways. That is, according to the economic activities that is being carried in their times, they have defined economics. Here four definitions are very important. The first one is wealth definition by Adam Smith. The second definition is welfare definition by Alfred Marshall. The third definition is scarcity definition by Leonel Robbins. And fourth definition is growth oriented definition by Samuelson. I have explained all these definitions in the notes uploaded on the website. Then we come to scarcity. Scarcity means a situation when resources are not enough to satisfy all the wants of the people. So scarcity means we can say demand for anything is more and its availability or supply is very less. Then that situation is called scarcity. Now scarcity is present everywhere and it is a problem of every individual and every country of the world. We can see all the resources are scarce. They are not sufficient to satisfy all the wants of the people. We can see the demand for various resources is more and that is going on increasing day by day. But the availability of the resources is less and that is getting reduced day by day. So we can say the resources are falling short. And you know, scarcity is the root cause of all economic problems. The economic problems, that is what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. We will see in later chapters. So the root cause, the main cause of all economic problems in any economy is scarcity. Scarcity is a problem of all the economies. That may be a developed economy, that may be a developing economy, or that may be an underdeveloped economy. So here what we have to do is, we have to use the resources very carefully. We should not waste the resources. Now we come to subject matter of economics. So subject matter of economics is divided into 5 topics here. One is your consumption, the second one is production, the third one is exchange, fourth one is distribution, and fifth one is public expenditure. All these topics I explained very well in the notes what is given to you. Anyway, briefly I will explain these things. Consumption. When we consume goods and services to satisfy our wants, that is called consumption. That process is called consumption. When we come to production, when goods and services are produced using raw material and technology, then that is called production. The third thing, that is what exchange. Exchange means it is the process of give and take. You are taking money to the shop and purchasing commodities. You are getting the commodities and you are paying the price. Now the price of the commodity is determined how? The price of the commodity is determined by the process of demand and supply. If demand for the commodity is more and its supply is less, then price will be more. And if demand for the commodity is less and its supply is more, then price of the commodity will be less. Then the fourth one is distribution. Distribution means it is the distribution of national income among the various factors of production in the form of factor payments. That is rent, wages, interest, profit, all these things. Then the fifth one is public expenditure. I have already explained you what is public expenditure. The money what government spends for the welfare of the society, for the construction of roads, buildings, dams, hospitals, that expenditure is called public expenditure. Now we come to statistics. I will tell you what is the meaning of statistics. Statistics means that is a collection of numerical facts and figures. Means collection of data. Then this data, whatever is collected, is always in quantitative form. Quantitative form means it can be measured in terms of some quantity, and which can be classified, analyzed, and the results can be drawn from that numerical information. That is what we do in statistics, and that is what is called statistics. So statistics means collection of numerical data. Then the different methods we will use, and we will classify the data, we will analyze the data, and the results from the data are drawn. Then that is called statistics. Now this information can be presented to the people, or the results can be presented to the people in so many ways. Like through graphs you can present the data, through tables, through diagrams, through curves. All these are the different methods by which the information can be easily made understood to the people. Again, these diagrams are made in an attractive way, and different colors are used to show different variety of information, and these diagrams are made in a simple and understandable way so that everybody can understand. Even the less educated people can understand seeing through the diagrams. I am showing you here certain diagrams. Bar diagrams are there, curves are there, time series graphs are there, pie diagrams are there, histogram is also there. So in this way, different diagrams are shown here. These diagrams are very informative, and you have to prepare different diagrams in statistics. When you prepare these diagrams, you have to have in your mind that we are going to present some useful information through these diagrams, and they should be able to explain the information to the people. The diagrams are always made colorful, and an index is given through which we will depict which color is representing what. The scale of the measurement is also given so that people can understand is this measure is this quantity. In this way, diagrams are very useful tools in statistics. So you should know how to draw different diagrams and how information can be presented in a better way. Now we come to importance of statistics. We can say statistics is very useful in almost all the spheres of life. You may be doing business, you may be doing a job, you may be studying everywhere. That may be government, that may be business, that may be economics, everywhere. This statistics is very important. Statistics means numerical information. So numerical information is very important in everybody's life. You write an examination and you get the marks in figures, and that marks is going to tell you what is your preparation, what was your preparation. So statistics is important in everybody's life and every sphere of life. Then here are some major areas where statistics is important we are going to see. The first one is how statistics is important to the government. The second one is we are going to see how statistics is important in economics. The third one we are going to see how statistics is important in economic planning. And the fourth one we are going to see how statistics is important in business. Now we will see what is the importance of statistics to the government. Here 4 points I have mentioned. First one is to measure the social objectives or welfare objectives. We know that government spends money on social welfare, on the welfare of the society. Government spends money for the construction of roads, for the construction of dams, for the construction of hospitals. In this way, government spends money for welfare of the different sections of the society. Then how much money is to be spent on which problem? This we can come to know by statistics only. After spending that much of money, how much of welfare objective is achieved? That also we can calculate through statistics only. So statistics is important there. The second thing is to forecast demand analysis. What is the demand for a particular product at a particular price? That we can come to know through statistics. The law of demand says when price increases, demand will decrease, and when price decreases, demand will increase. Anyway, there are some exemptions to the law. These statistics help us to analyze the demand for a particular commodity at a particular price. The third point is to formulate economic policies. Government make economic policies from time to time. Sometimes they modify and make changes in the previous economic policies depending upon the need of the economy and the economic condition of the economy. In order to make these economic policies, government take the help of statistics. They collect the previous information. They prepare forecasts for the future. They analyze the present situation, and then the policies are framed for the future. The fourth point is to know popularity by political groups. Here, statistics is used by different politicians of different political parties to know their popularity among the masses. How much popular they are. To know that, they use various statistical methods and techniques. Now we will see how statistics is important in economics. The first thing is formulation of economic laws. Various economic laws like law of demand, law of velocity of demand, etc. are formulated with the help of statistics only. From the statistical information what is collected from the society, from the behavior of the people, these laws are framed, and all thus requires statistics. The second point is helps in understanding and solving economic problems. The three main economic problems of any economy are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. This statistics will be helping the economy to understand what is these problems, what is the intensity of these problems on the economy, so that appropriate measures can be taken at right time to solve these problems. The third point is study of market structures. Statistics will help us to compare and study the different market structures like perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, etc. By studying these structures, we can understand which market structure is more efficient, more effective, cost effective. So in this way, statistics help us to compare the different market structures. The fourth point is useful to study the behavior of different economic concepts. Here, different statistical tools and techniques are used to study the various concepts of economy like behavior of prices, production and consumption of commodities, money in circulation, and bank deposits and clearance, etc. So in order to study these concepts of economy, we use statistics. The fifth point here I mentioned is price analysis. The various statistical surveys help us to study about the theories of prices, pricing policy, and the price trends, as well as their relationship to the general problem of inflation. That is, statistics will help us to study the behavior of price, how price will behave when demand for a commodity increases, when supply of the commodity increases, at different situations, how price will behave. Now we will see the importance of statistics in economic planning. Here the first point is to increase development. Means to increase agricultural production, to increase industrial production, and to develop other developmental activities so that the economy can develop. The second point is to assess the amount of resources available. Means to calculate what is the amount of resources we are having. What are the different resources we are having, how much. That is very important to know so that we can plan how to use the resources. The third point is to maintain economic stability. Here economic stability means to maintain balance between inflation and deflation. Inflation means when the price of the commodities increase gradually and constantly, then that is called inflation. In the same way, when price of the commodities decrease gradually and continuously, that is called deflation. Both the situations are not good for any economy. That is why it is necessary for the government to maintain balance between these two forces. And government does that with the help of statistics. The fourth point is to prepare forecasts. Forecast means to anticipate something what is going to happen in the future. It is not necessary that whatever you forecast will become true, but it is always tried that the forecasts may become accurate, and for this purpose statistics is used. The fourth point is to know the crucial areas where attention is required. There may be some problems which may require immediate attention and care. It is necessary that the problem should be solved immediately. Statistics will help us to know what are the crucial areas and how much effective they are going to be, so that government can take proper steps at proper time. Now we come to importance of statistics in business. Here the first point is for establishing a business unit. Before starting any business unit, you need to conduct a thorough survey and you have to collect a lot of information, like what should be a suitable location, what you have to produce, how much you have to invest, who are your competitors, what is the profit margin, where is the market for your product. In this way, lot of things you have to study and analyze, and all this requires statistics. The second point is for estimating the demand of the product. Here you need to understand what is the present demand for your product and what will be the future demand for your product. To know this, you have to first study what is the market share of your product, who are your competitors, what quality is produced by them, for how much they are selling, and what you can do regarding quality and price. All this study and comparison requires the help of statistics. The third point is for production planning. Here the manufacturer have to plan what he has to produce and how much he has to produce, what is the demand for his product. All these things he will be able to come to know with the help of statistics only. The fourth point is for making quality control. Here the producer have to decide what should be the quality of his product, and for this he have to see who are his competitors, what quality they are producing, for how much they are selling. So he have to compare his quality and his price with the quality and price of his competitors, and for that we again require the statistics. By comparing that, he will be able to decide what quality he has to maintain. The fifth point is for making marketing strategies. Here the producer have to identify where is his market. He have to see what is the population, what is the purchasing power, what are the habits of the consumers, who are his competitors, and what is their pricing. All these things will help him to make the marketing strategies, and for this he requires statistics very well. The sixth point is accounts writing and auditing. Every firm maintains its books of accounts, its way of maintaining accounts, and auditing of these accounts is done at the end of every year. To maintain these accounts properly, various statistical methods and tools are used, like averages to know average production, average sales. In this way, different statistical methods and tools are used in maintaining